So now draw the structure of flower with me, everyone. First we have to draw the central part of the flower. Then next to it is thread like a structure which is called a stamen. Then the colored part of flower. And then outermost part of the flower, that is calyx. So let's see, this is the model of a typical flower. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So you can see outermost part of the flower is green, and this is called
Sepal.
sepal. So just write down sepal. So this is sepal. Now next to it, if you see, next to it is the colored part of the flower, which is very attractive, and this is called petal of the flower. Petal of the flower. Petal. Next you can see here thread like a structure. You can see these 5. This is the male part of the flower, which is known as a stamen. A stamen. A stamen. And at the center of the flower you can see this part. This is the female part of the flower, that is called pistil. Write down. This is the pistil of the flower. This is, you can say, this is the female part of the flower. Female part. And this is known as male part of the flower. So generally a typical flower has 4 parts. Outermost, that is sepal. Next to is colored part, that is petal. Next to is thread like a structure, which is known as a stamen, that is also called male part of the flower. And at the center of the flower you will get the pistil, which is called female part of the flower. Let us see here also once again. Outermost part, that is sepal. Next to it colored part, that is petal. Next androecium, and it is the stamen, male part of the flower. And then the pistil, that is the female part of the flower. क्लियर है बेटा? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. Now the parts of a stamen. Write down here. Parts of a stamen. There are 2 parts. One, that is lobule part, that is called anther. Lobe like a structure. And thread like a structure is called filament. So a stamen consists of 2 parts, anther and filament. Similarly you can write a stamen, that is the male part of flower. Now parts of pistil, that is the female part of the flower. Here you it is swollen tip. It is called a stigma. Female part of flower consists of three parts. Top is the stigma, then the cylindrical part which is known as style, and the basal swollen part of the pistil is called ovary. In the central part, ovary part, if you cut it, you will see bead-like structure, and this structure is called ovule. This is ovule. This is the ovule which develop into seed of the fruit. बेटा जब ये ओवरी डेवलप होता है तो ये फ्रूट बनते हैं, एंड जो ओव्यूल डेवलप करके क्या करते हैं, सीड बनाता है. सीड जानते हो? सो ओवरी कन्वर्टेड इनटू फ्रूट एंड ओव्यूल कन्वर्टेड इनटू सीड्स. इज इट क्लियर? एनी डाउट? नाउ हर्षना, कम हियर. Can you tell me which is the petal of the flower in this?
Sir,
This is the color part of the flower which is called
petal.
petal. That's right. And a stamen? What about a stamen?
Sir,
This is thread-like structure we see here. That is the stamen. And where is the pistil? Female part of the flower. Yes, this is the pistil of the flower. So this is the model of the flower. Now we can see actual flower and try to identify the different parts of flower as we have seen in this one. So now take this. This is another flower. So can you tell me where is the sepal? Yeah, this tiny structure you can see here. Can you count it, beta?
sir, 5.
5. So 5 number. Number of sepals in this flower is how many? 5. Right? Can you count the petal in this flower?
Sir, 5.
Yes, it is also 5. So number of sepals and petal in this flower is
Equal.
equal. क्या ये हमेशा इक्वल होता है?
No, sir.
It may vary from flower to flower. किसी में ज्यादा हो सकता है, किसी में कम होता है. Let us see an example. You can see this is
Rose.
rose. Rose flower. How many? You can count, beta. How many sepals are there?
4.
1,
5.
5. Okay, you can go next. Riya. Count it and tell me how many number of petals are there? Sepals. Sorry, sepals.
Sir, 5.
5. Okay, that's right. And how many petals are there? Can you count? It is so many. So we can't count it easily. So in this case, in the case of rose flower, we can't tell that the number of petal is equal to number of sepal. Here number of petal is more than that of sepal. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. If you remove the petals from this flower, you can see the thread-like structure. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Thread-like structure here. These are what? These are stamens. Right? Here is again stamens are too many. बहुत सारे हैं जिसको हम लोग काउंट नहीं कर पाएंगे. If you remove all these you will able to see the female part of the flower, that is
Pistil.
pistil. Now, number of pistil is also vary in flower to flower. किसी में कम होते हैं, किसी में ज्यादा होते हैं. जनरली 1% होते हैं. ऐसे ही फ्लावर होते हैं बेटा जिसमें मेल पार्ट केवल होते हैं, फीमेल नहीं होते हैं. इन हायर क्लास यू विल रीड अबाउट दिस. सो दिस इज द फीमेल पार्ट ऑफ द flower, that is called pistils. If you want to see ovary, you have to remove the sepals. So this is the swollen part, which is ovary in this case, right? Let us see another example. So is it visible to you, beta?
Yes, sir.
This is the
Okay.
ovary. Are you able to see, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So this is the basal part, which is swollen part. This is called ovary, and this is the stigma of the flower, right?
Yes.
Now, just revise what we have learned. In a structure of flower, there are 4 parts of flower. Name?
Sepal, petals, stamen, pistil.
Okay, that's right. Harshna, come here. Just take it and tell me how many stamen are there.
Sir, 5.
5, that is right. Clap for her. बहुत अच्छे बेटा, बहुत. Put it. Now, just answer some questions, beta. Have you written everyone? सबने लिख लिया ये?
Yes, sir.
Identify the male part of the flower from the following. Write down, everyone. Sepals, petals, pistil, and the stamen. Now tell me the answer. कौन देगा आंसर? कौन बताएगा बेटा आप में से आंसर? ओके, रिया, come here and
Sir, stamen.
stamen. According to Riya, stamen is the right answer. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. Very good, beta. 4th answer is right. This is
Stamen.
stamen. Central part of the flower is called what? Central part को क्या कहते हैं? Central part of the flower? Yes? You.
Sir, pistil.
Pistil. That is right answer. Pistil. And this is the
Female part.
female part of the flower. Okay, draw a neat and level diagram of flower. Write down, beta.
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta, come any one of you and explain how many parts of flower are there. Come, Archana.
Sir, there are four parts of flower, which is sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil.
What is the outermost part of the flower?
Sir, sepal,
What is the color of this?
green.
Green color. Next to it,
Sir, petal.
petal. Is it always yellow in color?
No, sir, in different color.
It may be different for different plant. Okay. Next to it,
Stamen.
how can you identify that this is a stamen?
Sir, the thin threads like
Thin and thread-like a structure is called a stamen.
Stamen.
Very good. And central part of the flower,
pistil.
pistil. How can you recognize it?
Sir, the swollen from the bottom and sir, straight from upper.
And then cylindrical, then this flat part at the top of the part, that is the
Pistil.
stigma of the. Okay. So how many part a stamen has?
Stamens are two.
Name.
Sir, anther and filament.
And can you tell me the different part of female part of the flower, that is pistil? Different part of pistil?
Sir, there are three part, style and stigma, style, stigma and ovary.
Is it correct?
Yes.
That's fine. Very good, beta. Clapping करो इनके लिए. Great. Is that any doubt?
No, sir.
So that's all for today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, beta.